Hi guys, my name is Ben. This is Adam.
What's up?
So before we start talking, before Adam introduces himself, let me just go through how I actually discovered Adam. Was actually in a podcast one episode before me.
Yep.
This is a podcast called Cultivating the Masses. Then how we got in touch was basically I found out from the podcast that he looks like the kind of person who might benefit from focus foods, and that's where I
Definitely
slid
did.
in a DM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, very coincidentally, I think half a lifetime ago, I've actually heard you sing before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was half a lifetime ago back in college, so I think I was like 18.
Okay.
So Adam is actually from Dragon Red,
Yes.
still active. He's a vocalist.
Yeah. Not as active as Dulu, but I mean, I still love music. Like, if I had to choose any career path,
Yeah.
I would still go with music because music is still my number one love. Performing on stage is still something which I absolutely love, like, bro.
Right.
I love it even more than video production, believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's not only good at singing, he's good at screaming too, right?
Yes, correct. I'm like the resident. God bless his soul, Chester Bennington, lah. So that's what we were always kind of started, or because we started so within the same time. Linkin Park started in 2001. We started about 2002. So we were known as the Malaysian version of the Linkin Park, lah. So it was great times. That time the music industry was a bit more open for English music, but now it's a bit sad but true. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce. So this is the first episode of hopefully what is more to come, of just us talking about life, talking about how Adam is integrating focus foods into his life. So yeah, without further ado, Adam, please tell us more about you. What's your story?
My story before this, I think you just explained that. I used to be in a band, and right after when the band was not being as active, I actually joined a corporate company which is called Astro. I was in Astro for about 5 years. I was enjoying myself for the first few years, and it started becoming something whereby, it was. It became something where it was very hectic, and it was something whereby, from enjoying my job, it started becoming something whereby, I started cringing going to work. And that's where I knew that it's not a very good sign. And I'm a firm believer that if I'm a firm believer now. Last time I was not really. Last time I was like, it's a stable income, so that's the best way to actually be part of that.
Right.
This time around, when I actually came to a point where I didn't really enjoy work as much as how I was. And on the side, I was actually doing YouTube videos. I used to actually post about once a week only. And I realized that my love kind of shifted towards doing that, and I feel happier doing that. Although that my subscriber count then, even now, is not so much, but even then the subscriber count was very little. But at the same time, I was really enjoying the whole creative process, the shooting, everything, and the sense of you having the full control, because it's unlike having a band, because when you have a band, you have to constantly look at the other 5 more individuals to make sure they're free, make sure they're cool with the ideas and all. Having your own YouTube channel or anything that you do on your own, like for example a Focus Foods for you, you have your individual controls, what you plan to bring in, how you plan to do it, what kind of ingredients you want to do, so you don't have to always check with another 5 people. And I felt that the Adam Lobo TV tech website or the tech YouTube site could be something whereby it is something whereby it is fully controlled by me, and it's something whereby I feel that I can do it based on my own pace. If I feel like I want to take a break, which I haven't took a break yet, but it's something whereby I don't mind sleeping 4 or 5 hours per day, as long as I sleep smiling and wake up smiling. So for those of you who are cringing to go to work, it's time for you to leave.
Yeah. I think Adam has come a long way. We are actually in his studio right now. It's such a crazy setup.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really can't promise the next episodes will have such high quality production and sure, definitely. Yeah. So now that you're doing this, tell us a bit more about what's your typical day like.
You're talking about before focus food, right? Before focus food. Here's the honest opinion. A lot of people know me. I was actually I was shrinking, shrinking in size, because my biggest issue is that I spend a lot of time shooting and also editing. Especially the editing is super annoying. Although people love my editing, go like, oh, I love your editing skills. I love your shooting, but I love your editing skills. And to me, it's like I have to be completely honest. It's not a process where I feel like I really enjoy, because it takes so long. It's like 6 to 7 hours. My forearms are aching. Sometimes I go to gym, I do my bicep exercises, I can feel it, and that's not good lah. And I feel like this 7 hours is something whereby like I could do any other stuff. Like I could hang out with you or go makan, or go and hang out with some friends. But of course I do keep some certain amount of time for the family, and I know when it's time to just stop my work, I just stop my work and I actually go forward with what I want to do. My typical day before this was I hardly eat. So especially like I give a very clear scenario earlier, because earlier in the morning the guys came and changed my aircon outside because it was like super yellowish, and I had like a small tiny gap of time for me to eat. I knew I had no option to go downstairs because I need to watch the guys. I'm alone. That's where my last Focus Foods punya bottle, it's outside. I took it, and I took it at 11 o'clock. Right now, what is it? What's the time right now? Yours real time?
2.
I'm still not hungry, I swear to God. So to me, it's like, these are all the situations whereby like before Focus Foods, I honestly used to skip my meal. And the problem is that food, not only time is the factor. Honestly, I am one of those people who don't really stinge when it comes to the paying. I don't mind eating expensive food. I sometimes, like, I even question myself last time, why am I eating this pasta which is 30 ringgit? But to me, I actually follow my dad's philosophy, is that you spend money on a lot of material things, but having the right food, the good food, it takes money, but true, it must in your stomach and you can go toilet, is gone, but at least you put in quality food in your body. I don't mind the money. I know that like if you go and get like other services, like for example, like you go get your Grab food and all these kind of services and all, it's great that Food Panda and Grab food are all available. It's expensive, but the biggest factor for me and the biggest problem that I had is I used to skip meals because of the fact that I don't have time to eat. I'll be like, never mind lah. Then I just go down and have like a freaking cream bun-ish. And I'll be like, just eat that, which is pure non-complex carbs. And you have the crash later on, right? So that is how my daily life used to be. And for me, I felt that before Focus Food came into the picture, it was purely like I never ate properly, and it made me more weak, and it actually really made me shrunk. And right now I'm on my 3rd month, and I already can see the muscle mass coming in my body itself, because of the fact that I don't skip meals and I'm putting the right amount of ingredients in my body, which we know, as opposed to some brands who put all this kind of stuff and MLM the shit out of things. So
so 2 things I want to highlight from what you just said. So interesting, because where we are right now is actually on top of a mall, meaning that there's so many food choices around. I live in Hatamas, there's also plenty of food. Also, one customer he's based in a co-working space in a mall, so and around that mall there's plenty of food. So it's interesting. So Focus Food is not just for people who have no choice of food. We actually have plenty, but so Focus Food is kind of simplified that, I would say. Sorry. And then the second thing is, so Adam, you said you were shrinking before Focus Foods. But interestingly, I shrunk after Focus Foods.
Oh, really?
Because before that, I think I was kind of overeating. So on the outside, I looked fine. But when I did the blood test, my cholesterol was not great. Sugar was a bit moderate also. So I think, I just wasn't eating correctly for my body type, or for how I was, how I'm genetically programmed. So I think Focus Foods help. I'm yet to do another blood test, probably next week. So
how often do you do a blood test?
Half a year.
Wow, I haven't done it in a long time. I need to go and do. So yours is terbalik lah. For me, it's because my metabolic rate is very high. I absolutely suck when it comes to eating buffets. For those of you who know me, you know wasting money on Adam Lobo when it comes to eating buffet. I'll try to pace myself. I can
Yeah.
never pace myself. I'll be like, second, ayo, let's just have dessert lah.
Oh,
You know,
yeah?
yeah. I just absolutely suck at eating buffet. I wish I could because sometimes, like, you want to go places, you want to eat properly, but you
Yeah.
just can't eat properly. So for me, that I really felt that, I memang don't have a very good appetite. And at least but when I'm hungry, I need to eat now. That's another big problem. I was like, I go, pop, I'm hungry. Then it's like I eat, I'm so fast full, and then I'm back again. A lot of people wish to have my metabolic rate, but trust me, being there, it actually kind of sucks to a certain point because like you want to eat right now, and then like you get full very fast. So the sense of kepuasan of finishing your food and makan, it's not there. So for me, I didn't mind. So for me, like when I put focus food into the equation on my makan, at least I know that I'm having the right ingredients inside of me. And guys,
Yep.
just so you guys know, this fellow is not paying me a single money. A lot of people ask me the question.
Yes.
He is not. I am
Yep.
here honestly giving my pure recommendation. I feel like I'm the ambassador. But here's the thing, it is good. Okay, I just want to put it out there. So for those of you who say, this fella gonna get paid lah, all these influencers, please don't call me influencer. I'm a content creator. Thank you, bye. Yeah, so to me, like I said, I don't have a very heavy appetite. I'm not the kind of person who has a really heavy appetite. So for me, I felt that, the convenience factor, like you said, and, sometimes people say, it's great to have a place whereby it's above a mall and all. But you know how much time it takes for you to go down, order the food, and then the food comes so long, and then call the waiter,
Yeah.
where's my food? I do enjoy food. So what I do is that I tell people who want to go, a lot of people who's actually approached me, and like I say, I feel like I'm really representing a brand. A lot of people tell me about how they want to lose weight and stuff. But I always encourage people not to completely throw out your regular meal. Just try to replace one of your meals. So at least out of all the crap or whatever that you've been eating,
Yes.
at least one out of those other meals, like
Correct.
if you eat 3 times a day, you eat 2 times a day, at least one out of the meal. Because sometimes I also feel like I want to have 2 focus foods today, but I force myself to just eat whatever I want to do.
Yep.
So it has a balance. Like everything you need is balance, right? So to me, I feel like just start off by replacing one of your meals. If you want to just go all the way. But I just feel it's healthier to at least have some sort of food intake within your body. If you want to lose weight, don't go all the way. I'm not discouraging the product, but what I'm trying to say is that make sure you eat clean food at the same time you eat focus food.
Balanced.
So you have that. So focus food is like a guaranteed balance. You get what I mean? And then you want to go all the way, it's up to you. But for me, like I feel like it is important to have regular meal. And personally, for me, my so-called meal plan, which I actually uploaded on my Instagram page,
Yes.
I've actually put there that if I'm going to have focus foods during the lunch, I'll have anything at dinner, or I have vice versa. Because you told me about how dinner you have heavier food, it helps you sleep. Because that's my biggest problem. I cannot sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
time to sleep too.
Actually, no time to sleep is fine, but I tend to take like baby naps in between, like 1 hour, macam tu, and then I wake up very energized because if I don't take those naps, and I the naps can be in the car, can be in my studio. I got this place, a small little place called Sleeping Pod, whereby it's a place where I just get a quick 1 hour nap. I just tell my Amazon Echo or Google Home, which is every studio, every place here got with a screen. So that's the Amazon Echo and that's Google Home. So it's like Google Home with a screen. Yeah, I mean, convenience is the very important factor, and that's the reason why I feel like having focused foods is a guaranteed balanced meal as opposed to having something which is not.
Yeah. And also, since we are talking about this, I think it's suitable whether your goal is to lose weight or gain weight. It's really how you use it, right? If you want to gain weight, just have it on top of your normal meals. If you want to lose weight, replace it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Majority of people who actually message me on Instagram, some friends, some are not very close. Some ask me, how's the thing? I think about 90% wants to lose weight lah. I think I'm one of the very rare ones who wants to put on weight. And I'm not saying like put on weight. I just want to not look sick. You get what I mean? Because I just tend not to. Like I said, if I feel hungry, I'll just go down and have like a cream bun. This is way back in my older studio in OUG together with the boys for the Dragon Head boys.
Oh, in OUG.
Yeah, so he was in OUG. And we used to come down, just get the Pasar Raya, just go and whack the cream bun. And that one will give you that, that non-complex carbs. And you'll be like, I'll be energetic for a while. And then once the sugar level drops, and you know how when you eat like a lot of white bread and rice, you just like later have the crash. Oh, it was bad.
Right.
It was absolutely bad. So I knew that I was not eating properly, because what kind of nutritional value are there in the freaking cream bun, right? So that's how my lifestyle was, bro. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I kind of grew up in OUG.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Happy Garden, not to be exact.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Very good.
So when I first mentioned focus foods, like, did you intuitively know what it was, or
I knew there was a meal replacement, and
Yep.
when I read the ingredients, I wasn't surprised, but I knew what your mission statement was for why you plan to do that. But my biggest surprise, bro, I think I didn't ever tell you off the camera, is actually your price.
Oh.
Your price was something which made me shocked. I'm like, what? Because the thing is that, like even like smartphones business, I know I'm talking tech here, but it is true. The biggest thing that smartphone manufacturers must do is actually one thing. It's not being innovative, it's actually just reduce the price of the phones. They guarantee have good sales. That's why the iPhone XR and the Samsung Galaxy A10, which is an entry-level phone, the iPhone XR is the cheapest iPhone. That two phones is the top selling phones for last year.
Yeah.
Not your iPhone 11 Pro Max, not your flagship phones like your Oppos and your Samsungs and all. It's actually because it's compromised when it comes to price. And that's where I was shocked. Like, for example, your Focus Fuel, because I'm a huge coffee drinker. I drink like 6 cups a day. Now I'm glad that I don't, because the Focus Fuel is something which I kind of do. So what I do is that my so-called morning routines, I wake up, I have my apple cider vinegar, I have carnitine, empty stomach. Then I have your Focus Fuel. I just chill, just watch some Peter McKinnon, some MKBHD on YouTube, and then I'll do my cardio and I go to the gym. And then after that, my rest of the day is starting.
Oh.
So that's how I actually start off.
Right. A good point. Price-wise, we are trying very hard because we don't want to have middlemen.
Yep.
So if you notice, we are not really in retail spaces like pharmacies.
I know, because a lot of people ask me that question too.
Yep. So best if you just buy online, so that we can. That's the only way we can keep margins really low, keep prices really low. With a smaller margin. Because if you add middlemen like pharmacies and whatnot, then there has to be that 2 layers of margins. Both sides need to cari makan.
Yes, correct.
Right. So do support us. Try to buy online as much as possible.
Yeah, because I did have one message asking me, how fast is the delivery? Then I was like, okay, I have to be honest with you. They are not like Food Panda service or any service which can give you like Amazon, like next day doorstep delivery, because I said it's an individual, which I kenal the guy. And I said that, don't count on having your stock reaching the next day. They are not that big of a service just of yet. So you need to keep that account. Don't think that, hey, I ordered yesterday, why is it not coming today? Remember, it's this guy. Is he alone doing this? He's the one who's shipping it out for now. So I guess that one later on, once you get somebody. And but to me, I don't see that as a big deal. I think you have already tackled the biggest issue here, which is money, the price, because like I just mentioned, a pasta, you just go to the Italian paradigm, is like freaking almost 30 ringgit for pasta, which is 2 liquid meals for you, with the bottle, right? It's 2 large liquid meals with the bottle. That's 15 ringgit. So that's like 30 ringgit. Imagine if you buy the sachet and stuff, which has all the different options available online. And I feel that, I was shocked with the price, bro. I really have to say. That's why when I tell people to get it, I say that you can get the 15% discount on top of the already affordable price. Because sometimes, like, a lot of people think, okay, it's expensive, but now I use the code, okay lah. But it's already cheap. On top, I get 15% discount. It's a no-brainer for you to get it lah. So that's my point.
Now we have a bigger bag also, that 30 serving bag.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's only as low as 790 per serving now.
So it just 790 is like you eat like 2 roti canais already 7 ringgit, right? So
nowadays,
and imagine what is the nutritional value of a roti canai. Although we love our roti canais, but like I said, Have your roti canais, have your nasi lemak, but at least try to select one of your liquid meals inside. You'll be fine. And you know what? The greens, I hate veggie. I hate veggie. I like certain veggies which are not available here. Like I'm a huge fan of the kale. I love the fact that you put kale inside your daily greens because I love kale. Whenever I'm overseas, like especially places like in Australia, in America. Kale is so easy to find and it's super fresh. Like here in Malaysia, like your luck you find in Jaya Grocer or whatever, and it's super expensive too. So the daily greens have helped me a lot. I did feel like like I used to have joint aches after like going to the gyms and stuff. I didn't say that it has completely gone, but it definitely has reduced. And I mean like I don't see any decrease of energy and all, which I used to get even way before I even started lah.
Right. Okay.
A lot of people ask me how's the taste. Okay, guys, here's the thing. This is how I feel the taste is. Maybe you might think it's different, but I always put it how I feel the taste is. It tastes like a chocolate shake, like a chocolate protein shake, not like your McDonald's chocolate shake. Calm down, guys. It's like your chocolate protein shake, but doesn't have that typical protein kind of thickness taste. And then it's a mixture of oats. I feel like, because that's what I used to do. Last time my breakfast used to be like 2 scoops of protein, and I used to put like oats, and I used to mix it, I used to shake it, and used to makan. That was my breakfast.
Wow.
So it actually tastes similar. But again, remember, that is just like majority protein. How about your other ingredients which you actually put inside? So in case you guys are wondering how's it taste, that is it. And my 2 younger brothers, who actually, I think they've also bought the Focus Food, and they are a huge fan of chocolate mint. Every time when they go to the airport, they buy all this bunch of chocolate mint. I couldn't buy it for them when I came back from Barcelona.
After 8,
yes. Yes, after 8. They love that. I am not a huge fan of chocolate mint. But when you introduce it, I love the fact that the mint is not overbearing. But I think if I have to choose among all the items which is available, I don't have one single one, because obviously the liquid meal, the large one, is just perfect for me. Like I say, 11 to almost 3 o'clock, I'm totally fine. Focus Fuel has helped me a lot, like I said, to kickstart the day. And if you divide compared to getting a cup of coffee in a cafe, paling minimum so like 10 ringgit. Sometimes you can go up to 15 ringgit on certain places. I'm not going to mention names because I don't need to promote them. I mean, like, to me, it's like I really feel like the value that you get is great. So that's why I love the liquid meal. I like the daily greens not because I love veggie, because I like the fact that it helps me, the fact that I don't take veggie. So sometimes, like in between where I'm hungry, I'll just take daily greens alone. I just put it with the water. So like in between, like instead of just having typical snacks, you just want to drink something. So I just put the sachet and I put some cold water, just shake the filler and just drink. It tastes like spirulina. In case you guys want to know how it tastes for the daily greens, it tastes like spirulina, which is one of the ingredients inside the sola. So for those of you who maybe started off trying the spirulina drink, that is actually one of your active ingredients inside there.
So some people actually consume it independently by itself. Some people actually mix it with their liquid meals.
I mix it because I convenience and time, and that's why I actually messaged you and asked you whether should you do it separately. You said you don't mind, don't matter. For me, majority, I think about 90% of my time I have been doing it together. But sometimes, like in between, because now all my liquid meal finished, but my daily greens still got. So it's like, okay, so now I can whack the daily greens as much as possible. So I mean, that is how it tastes. And and that's my favorite product, liquid meal, and also Focus Fuel. And now, because of the daily green coming in to help me in my issue of not actually eating enough veggie, so actually that helps me lah. Your breakfast 2.0 is for those of you who actually does IF or intermittent fasting. You just posted a very interesting video about that. Make sure you check it out. I'm not going to tell you all anything about that.
Long also, but...
No, it's fine. Dude, like now the YouTube videos are like 15-20 minutes. People still watch it. So I think it's a very good explanation. It's a very clear explanation. And that video you took out first also is the first video where he was talking about the other brand is also something where a lot of people do not know about it. Because a lot of people share different kind of stuff, right? And usually half the time it's fake. Whatever you say is absolutely correct. So guys, check that video out too. I'm not going to mention what video, he'll put it at the...
So let's talk about the non-focus food stuff.
Okay. 2
big questions for Adam. What is something you believe that other people think is insane?
I don't think a lot of people think it's insane, but some people still don't put this, and they don't believe that it is true. But I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. Everything, be it good, be it bad, who you meet. So I'll give you a very clear example now. If I didn't go for the podcast, I was so close not going for podcast because it was a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 launch or Note 9, I forgot. And I had to rush and do the podcast. And I was so close of not making it. Now, if I did not do the podcast, I wouldn't meet you. You get what I mean? Or not?
Yeah.
At that point in time, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to miss it. I was like, never mind lah, because, you know, like Samsung is my client. I mean, you know, like doing like YouTube stuff. And I just felt like, you know, which is better. But I said, you know what? I've already promised Adam Arif at the time, because that's how I actually got to know them. And then now Braille as well. And eventually, I'm glad that I did it. I mean, we all regret the mistakes that we do in life, but you know, it's the mistakes that actually shapes our future. So I'm a huge believer in everything happens for a reason. Some people say, oh no, as I said, not to say that the thing's insane, but some people disagree with the fact, saying that, oh no, you know, everything's within your control. You should do this, you know. So for me, I think that would be my main thing. Like everything happens for a reason.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So we almost didn't meet lah.
Yeah, we almost did not meet.
Oh.
So imagine that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true story.
Did not know that. So second and last question. If you could have one gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, what would it say?
I wouldn't put it, but I think that, you know, if you were to ask like people surrounding me, like for example, like my other Shopee live hosts, everybody within the industry, or even my family, my friends, I always take like 4 or 5 steps further in terms of everything I do.
Can tell.
I don't need to shoot in 4K or even 6K resolution for YouTube. It's super overkill, but I can, so I just do it. Also, like for example, when you go for events, like I just came in from Barcelona, I was the only fellow who came with the freaking trolley of my gear, like camera gear. I took out everything, I shot, and Huawei was just looking at me in awe. They were like, how do you just do this non-stop? And then, like, you know, saw me carrying like the gear like that, and I was just carrying it, adjusting the tripod. I said, you don't need to go to the gym. I was like, I go to the gym, that's why I can carry the fella non-stop. So to me, I guess, you know, not because I will write there, but I guess people who's around me would definitely say, the hardest working person in the room, always be the hardest working person in the room. And I'm glad that I am known as that kind of person. And I'm always known as the super hype guy lah. I mean, like, I'm always like, always have this positive kind of character. I always go like, especially Shopee, whenever, you know, because it's live, right? So even you have a very bad day, you need to go in there and make sure to put on a happy face. And I go there, not to say I'm being fake, but I go there to just make sure that, you know, everybody just create a positive vibe. So I guess a super positive vibe dude, and yeah.
Good stuff. So I think, yeah, that's about it.
All right.
So hope you guys found that useful.
Yep.
Found that maybe
Hopefully. And
entertaining too.
guys, in case Ben is too busy, if you have any questions, again, this was not paying me, but again, if you have any questions in terms of how to incorporate focus foods in your daily life, you can message me, you can message Ben. He actually replies quite fast. Some of my friends, they told me, I said, yeah, I actually messaged Ben. He actually replied quite fast. He also has his advice, but if you want a different perspective, because maybe you've been thinking, oh, this fellow owns lie, he just wants to push. He doesn't push, just so you know. He never pushed it to me. I wanted to meet him to tell him about how I love the products. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to also reach out to me. I can give you my so-called tips. And of course, you can also message him. He actually replies within the same day, actually within a few hours or so.
Yeah, and also because meal replacement is new to a lot of people. So if you guys even have any objections and stuff like that, do message us, me or Adam.
I will strongly disagree.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be happy
diet drinks is the one which irritates me, because my mom is a kind of person who always gets sucked into this whole diet thing. And so to me, I told her that is, I look at the ingredients, it was rubbish inside, bro. And it is not real food. So guys, don't get confused. This is not a diet drink. This is a food meal replacement. Full-fledged meal. Guys, I actually had the drink at 11 o'clock. What's the time nowadays?
2:30.
Almost 2:30. I'm not hungry lah. If you guys ever think otherwise, saying that meal replacement is not good, talk to me and talk to Ben. We'll let you know how. And like I said, start off by not totally going all the way meal replacement. Have at least 1 or 2 food. Enjoy life, you know. At least you replace one. At least you know every day, right? You're having one good meal in a powder form, which you can just bring it anywhere, which is actually one of the factors which I did mention about how it helped me, because I'm doing Shopee Live, non-stop, all kind of stuff. So it really helped me in terms of being on the go.
That's right. Yeah. Just to reiterate, like, I'm the founder, I created this, but I also love my food.
Yeah.
I love my food. But again, it's back to what Adam said. Just sometimes for the convenience, for the balance, for the nutritionally complete profile of it.
I know this video is getting very long, but I have another 2 more things that I would like to say, how it helped me in terms of convenience factor. You know how you go to the typical, like your Minus and all, you buy those nuts, right? Don't get fooled by it, because you'll be like, oh my god, I'm having nuts, it's healthy. Number one, they'll salute the flavor with honey, they'll put it with salt, and the serving size, guys, because you can have nuts which is so-called healthy, but you need to know the right serving size. He has Focus Snacks, which is the perfect snacks, and I feel like that is good, because you kind of pace yourself to make sure that you don't overeat. And every time on a plane, I have like a list of my packing items, and I swear I'll show you my phone. I put there perfect snack. So I put that in my, because you know how the flight will give you don't know what as snacks, right? It's either too little or some weird food stuff. And when I was in Barcelona, like 17 hours flight, I had 2. I had 2 of them. I took like 4 perfect snacks, 2 to go and 2 to come back. And so guys, a lot of things that needs to take account. I think this video can go super long, but I think it's best that if you guys have any specific questions, just talk to Ben, or even talk to me. Message me on Instagram. I always reply. I reply comments from my YouTube videos, every single comment at this moment in time. Hopefully I can maintain that for the rest of my life. I will try my best. So Mimang on Instagram, so a lot of people ask me tech related questions. So which phone should I buy? I still answer them. So if you have any questions in relation to Focus Fuel or Focus Foods or any single items from them which I personally use, ask me or even ask Ben. I think it's amazing. Thank you so much, Ben, for having me. Truly appreciate it. And of course, guys, again, this fellow is not paying me. I just think that it's amazing what he's doing. He don't have to do this. He got so many other things to do in his life. I'm not going to go into that so much. But so yes, I think we better wrap it up. Thank you so much again. And guys, remember to get Focus Foods. Again, I'm not sponsored. He's not paying me a single cent for this. I think it's a really great item for you guys to use as your daily activity, your daily life. Try to at least use one every single day, and you will see the benefits of having Focus Foods in your daily routine.
And of course, if you like content like this, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And if you're watching this on Instagram, make sure you follow, or Facebook. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.